So good morning to all of you. Today we'll go for the point cloud computing. That is a cloud security and issues, different issues in cloud computing. So book to be referred for this unit is Thomas L. Cloud Computing Concept, Technology and Architecture, and reference book is J.S. Brain Cloud Computing Technologies and Strategies of Ubiquitous Data Center. These are the two books which you have to refer for unit number 4. Now topics that we have to cover in unit number 4 are basic terms and concepts, threats agents, then cloud security threats and attacks, additional consideration, cloud security mechanism. In that we have to cover encryption, hashing, digital signature, public key infrastructure, that is your PKI, identity and access management, that is IAM, single sign on, then hardened virtual server images. Then what are the different issues in cloud? That is stability, partner quality, longevity, business continuity, service level argument, service level agreement, agreeing on the services of cloud, solving the problems, quality of service, regulatory issues and accountability. So contains in part 1 basic terms and concept, threat agent. Part 2 will consist of cloud security threats and attacks, additional consideration. Part 3 will be a cloud security mechanism. In that, encryption, hashing, digital signature, public key infrastructure. Likewise, we have to cover all the issues regarding to the cloud. So basic terms and concept. So need of security. What is the need of security? So first one is authentication, then integrity, confidentiality, non-repudiation, then availability, then threats. So it will threats your cloud will be some threat will be there for the cloud. Vulnerability, unauthorized access by the backdoor, then risks, and last one is a security control. So all these are the security mechanism for the study. We have to study for the cloud. So basic terms. So what is actually authentication? So authentication is a proper authorized user, whether he is authorized user to use that system. So who am I? Whether I am a authorized user to access that system. So I am a user A. Who am I? I am a user C. So we should be allowed to access the system B. Proper authentication. Suppose username and password, one type of authentication to the system. So proper authentication should be done. Then integrity of our data. Has the message changed? So whichever message is sent from the sender is received by the receiver, whether that message is only received by the receiver or someone has made the changes in that message, that is nothing but the integrity. So transfer $100 to C, ideal route of the message. So here we can see C, transfer 1000 to the C. So has the message been changed by transferring the data from one location to another? So integrity should be there. Then confidentiality, no one can access that data. So secret transfer of data from source to destination should be there. Has someone seen it? That is what confidentiality loss means. We have confidently send the data. So secret data is sent from source to destination without any threat to the confidentiality. Then non-repudiation, I never send that message. Someone will send the message beyond of the user. Send a message and report it later. So here we can see A and B. I have never sent that message. So someone repudiated your data. So that should not happen. That availability, continuous availability should be there. Availability is a characteristic being accessible and usable during a specific time period. In typical cloud environment, the availability of cloud service can be responsibility that is shared by the cloud provider and cloud carrier. Then next one is your threat to the system. So threat is a potential security violation that can challenge defenses in an attempt to breach privacy and or cause the harm. So its system may be a cloud, we can say, can be harmed with the help of different threats to that system, both manually and automatically. Instigated threats are designed to exploit known weakness, also referred as a vulnerabilities. Vulnerability is a weakness, so we can say that some weakness point from which the unauthorized user can access the system. That can be exploited either because it is protected by insufficient security control or because existing security controls are overcome by an attack. That is called as a vulnerability. IT resource vulnerabilities can have a range have causes including configuration deficiencies, security policies, weakness, user errors, hardware or firmware faults, software bugs, or poor security architecture. So these are some features or some points which will cause the vulnerability to the system. Then risks. Risk is a possibility of loss or harm arising from the performing an activity. Two metrics that can be used to determine risks of IT resource are the probability of threats occurring to exploit vulnerabilities in an IT resource, and second one is the expectation of loss upon the IT resource being compromised. So these are the risks which will occur. Then security controls. Security controls are the countermeasures used to prevent or respond to the security threats and reduce or avoid risks. Security mechanism. Countermeasures are typically described in the terms of security mechanism, which are components compromising a defensive framework that protects IT resource information and services. Then what are the threat agent? Threat agent is an entity that poses a threat because it is capable of carrying out an attack. Cloud security threats can originate either internally or externally from humans or the software programs. Anonymous attacker, malicious service agent, trusted attackers, and malicious insiders are the types of attacks to the system or cloud. So here we can find security policies and security mechanisms are used to counter threats, vulnerabilities, and risks caused by threat agent. So here is an asset of IT resource and data. So cloud service owner, cloud consumer, or cloud provider. So what happens? Wants to protect the asset, that is the IT resource. Want to reduce the risks. Then countermeasures, security mechanism. So reduce the vulnerabilities, lead to the risks. Then threats which will exploit the vulnerability and increase the risks. So what types of risks are there for the threats are there for the IT resource, and threat agents poses the threats to the system. So we have to specify the security policies. So it will provide the security to your IT resources. Okay.